I haven't done this in the 8 years, right? I haven't done this at all. And normally I don't get the sense of why people do this, but I think people like lists and they like rankings.
Love them.
And they think that it's a source of argument. And
I can attest to that.
I am going to dip my toe in this pool to see how this works.
The bubbles tickle.
Here it goes. NFL Films music, the first ever.
Oh.
Power rankings.
Hey.
History.
I'm coming over to the dark side.
Welcome to the party,
Because
pal.
the rankings themselves, you will feel the energy.
I love it.
The power from the rankings themselves.
Yes.
I think will just fuel the debate after just 1 week of NFL action, after just 4 quarters for all 32 teams of action.
It's going to feel so good,
I've
Rich.
come up with the top 10 teams in the NFL based on what I've seen.
Huzzah.
Based on what I'm seeing. That's the way I'm going to rank them.
With your own 2 eyes?
I know there's different ways to rank them.
All types of ranks.
I've procrastinated long enough. I'm finally going to do it. Here's 10 through 6. Put it on the screen. I can't quit the Raiders.
Oh, come on.
I can't quit the Raiders.
Are you serious?
I can't quit the Raiders nor the Packers. I can't quit them. The Raiders are 10 and the Packers are 9. The Ravens are 8. The Dolphins are 7. The Rams are 6. Keep it on the screen. I'll just give it to you.
Yeah, talk it out. I'm
going to talk it out here.
Talk it out. Come on now.
Did you see Carr to Devontae Adams? Did you see it? Did you see Carr to
I saw it.
Darren Waller? Did you see Carr to Hunter Renfrow?
Not really. Not that. That was the problem.
As long as they can see to it that we give Derek Carr a little bit more of protection, and Derek can get the ball out faster. How many times I was just sitting there thinking, what's he holding on to it? I thought the McDaniels offense is like Brady. See it, throw it, go. Let's go. But I think Devontae Adams and the Raiders, they're still one of the best offenses in the league, and I'm not quitting the Raiders yet. I can't. I won't.
Rich.
And I think they're going to boat race Arizona, too. I think that's going to be a game that they win handily this Sunday. And then there's the Packers. Lazard's not going to be out forever. They're still 12. I love their defense. More often than not, the Packers are going to win football games this year. They're 9th on my list. The Ravens, as I called them yesterday, sneakiest good passing attack in the NFL. Lamar hasn't even started running yet. And J.K. Dobbins wasn't even running at all. Gus Edwards will be coming back soon. I like their defense. I like the Ravens. And I'm putting the Dolphins 7. I'm putting the Dolphins at 7 because I like the offense, man, and the defense was balling out. They put points in the end zone. They beat up Mac Jones. They beat up the Patriots. That thing shouldn't have been as close. And again, the reason why everyone's pointing at Tua, saying Tua is just, flipping it out there 8 yards and letting his guys run the rest. Well, that works. That works. I'm putting the Dolphins 7. I can't believe I'm having the Dolphins that high after the first week, but that's where I'm going. And then the Rams, they're your world champs. I'm not quitting on them either. They still have one of the best rosters in the NFL. They just went up against the best team in the NFL. And, they didn't play a lot of guys in the preseason, and I think it showed. And I believe there's still that team that can win the NFC West, obviously, and then win the entire conference. I think they're still out there. All right, Mike, turn down the music a little bit here. Thank you very much. He's into it, too. You feel the power. I think the music felt the power right there. Okay, here we go.
Feel the power.
Here we go. Here's your top 5, one by one. Speaking of power, number 5 on the list are your Los Angeles Chargers.
Hey.
I like it.
I'm putting them there. Number 5 on your list of the Los Angeles Chargers. Then I'm going Vikes, Bucks, Chiefs, Bills. All right. The Chargers are 5th on the list. I dig them because Khalil Mack showed up. And Derwin James has been paid, and he is healthy. And that defense is no joke. Concerned about Keenan Allen's health, obviously, moving forward, but they've got an MVP candidate and a quarterback. And as long as they don't do Chargers things, as long as Brandon Staley can keep the 4th down attempts to just 2 a game as opposed to 6, I like them. I'm taking the Vikings 4th. They may just have the offensive player of the year in Justin Jefferson. Dalvin Cook, who is on tomorrow's program, still a top 5 wide running back in this league. Kirk Cousins has been unlocked maybe by Kevin O'Connell. He brings in that McVay-Shanahan system that's been built for Kirk Cousins. He's the prototypical quarterback for it. And the defense is with Big Z and Harrison Smith picking off Aaron Rodgers showed me that's a very complete team that Minnesota put out there in week 1, but in my mind not as complete as the Bucs because there's TB12, man. I like what the Bucs looked like. I like the way that they looked. I liked seeing Todd Bowles and his calm, cool demeanor out there on the sideline and just sitting back and letting TB12 sling it around. And Julio freaking Jones, man.
Man, Julio down by the school.
Julio Jones is running jet sweeps.
He's running 20 miles an hour.
He is amazing.
That's fast.
And I know Godwin got hurt, but here comes Julio Jones. Maybe he and Evans, like, good luck.
Yeah.
That's like the all 2010s NFC South team right there. You might say best receivers in the NFC South and in the teens. You might go Evans and Julio Jones. And then I have the Bills one because of that, the way they looked. And bring me back on camera for the Chiefs, will you please? All right, Eric, this is for you. You turn it down here. You turn it off. Eric, Stone Street, and Chiefs Nation, and everyone else, this one's for you. I had the Raiders to win the division, and I got to stick to it because I talked about it way since March. And I did kind of cover the tracks a little bit. Chiefs Nation kind of didn't hear it, maybe. Because they can't hear it over I think the Raiders are winning the division.
You don't have to keep.
No, hold on.
You don't have to.
Hold on. I have to, TJ. I have to. And I did kind of cover my tracks a little bit by saying the Chiefs offense not only is going to be okay, but it could be better. Could be better because Tyreek Hill, sure, he's top notch. But now if you've got 5-6 weapons you have to take care of, and one of them still Travis Kelce, and one of them is now a healthy Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and the rest of that running back core. I mean, they got 4 of them there. Okay, they got 4 of them. They got McKinnon, they got Ronald Jones, and they got this kid Isaiah Pacheco out of Rutgers. And they got Juju Smith-Schuster, and they got Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and they got Mecole Hardman, and they got Justin Watson, and they got Andy Reid, and they still have, for some reason, Eric Bieniemy as their coordinator because no one else has hired him in the NFL. The stat of the weekend, 66 offensive snaps, 33 first downs. Did you see that, Chris?
I did.
Let me make sure I saw that properly, that there is no typo on all of that. Stat of the weekend. The hit rate for the Kansas City Chiefs, 66 offensive plays, 33 first downs. We do the math for you here. That's what RES Consulting does. That's 50% of snaps.
Half.
That's not a strong suit, though, admittedly.
They snapped the ball 66 times. Half the time they got a first down on it. You want to chalk that up to Arizona's defense? I don't think they're that bad. But that said, the Bills are still my team to win the Super Bowl, and I'm sticking to it. And that Bills-Chiefs game that is coming up on the schedule, you can circle it right here and right now. The Buffalo Bills are taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead Week 6.
Hey, now.
Circle it. Circle it. And you look at Buffalo, can they go into that game undefeated? They got a Monday nighter at home against Tennessee. They're at Miami, at Baltimore, home for Pittsburgh, at Kansas City. And then Kansas City comes home, as you know, on Thursday night. That's a tough one. Against the Chargers. Then they're at Indianapolis, at Tampa, home for Vegas on a Monday night. I have a feeling I need to unplug my phone to make sure Stone Street doesn't call me that night. And then there's that Buffalo game. And I don't know, I don't know how my power rankings are going to change at the top very much, but who knows? That's why they're power rankings. There are many like them, but this one is mine, to use the Full Metal Jacket phrase. So I just wanted to say the Kansas City Chiefs are 2, and I didn't think they'd be sitting up there at 2, but they are definitely, in my mind, 2. And it will be maybe a coin flip when the AFC Championship game hits, but obviously that's about 20 weeks from now.